favorite things to do in the summer is to go to outdoor concerts. And everybody knows in the summertime, they're hot, you're dancing, but they're just so much fun. So a couple weekends ago, went to one with some friends, and one of my friends had on this or very similar to it, and poor thing, I put her through 15 minutes of measuring, and you always carry that tape measure with you. I put her through 15 minutes of that, and then we all have this top, and I've made several of them, and they're just so much fun. And they're very cool because what we know about summer is the coolest thing to wear in summer is just cotton, lightweight cotton, that is not close to the body. So you have this far enough away that it's not. So let's look at it. You're going to at least make one, I can guarantee you. But the second one I'm going to make, actually I've made two already. But anyway, this one I'm going to make, I'm going to show it to you, and so you can see kind of the workings before and after. So what I did is I measured a yard of fabric, and as you can see, border prints are fun. There's so many great fun fabrics out there, but just, use something that you love and that you use. Shears, open weaves, because you can wear a little tank underneath, so just unlimited. So we won't even go over all the variables because I know you guys will come up with more variables. Anyway, a yard of fabric. This is 60 inches wide, so that's how long it's going to be. I folded this in half to cut the neckline, and I just used my French curve there and cut the neckline. Don't go any wider, be careful, than like 8 inches, because that's going to fall off your shoulder. It won't stay on. So keep that, think about that it's double. You can measure from how wide you want it. Just be careful on that. Just don't cut it too wide. And if you cut it too wide, you can always come back in and seam it up. So don't feel like it's ruined if you've cut it too wide. You can always fix it. You could put a little ribbing on it. Y'all are creative. You can do that. All right, so the one thing I'm going to do different with this is I'm going to put lace down each side. I really want this to kind of look hippie-ish. So I'm going to put lace on the edge of both sides. So I need 2 yards of lace. So I need 4 yards of lace because it's the width times 2. The width times 2 gives me 4 yards. So I've got my 4 yards of lace. I've got my top that I've cut. And the sewing is, there's 2 seams. So there's 2 stitches. So I did the fold over elastic at the neck edge. Then you're going to come down for an armhole, and it could vary, but I came down 10 inches and went in 8 inches. So literally I just put the 2 pieces together and stitched horizontally and back stitched right there in the middle of the cloth. That's it. Same on both sides. Before I did anything, I finished the edges. Because the one I have on, I really like the selvage, I just left the selvage. This one I'm going to finish because I don't want white down at the bottom. I want it to be the black. So I'm going to finish all 4 sides of this one, but keep in mind I've got the lace on the edges. I'm going to go sew this and I'll show it to you just so you can see the differences. Then there was this cute little belt on the front, and so I wanted a belt. I did it out of rat tail. I love this. I really like it. And all I did there was when I sewed in, I came down 5 inches. So where you stop stitching, I came down 5 inches and literally sewed the rat tail right to the top, only to the front, because you can see what it does is the back is open and clear, and then the front just pulls in a little bit. And you don't have to do that at all, but I think it adds a little bit of finish to it. And I really like it. I really like it. So that's why obviously I did it. So I'm just going to throw it out there. It was easier than putting a slit. And you don't want a belt per se because you don't want it too close to your body again. The belt's going to bring it too close in. You just want a little bit of shaping. That's what the rat tail does. That's what that little bit does. All right, so easy enough for you. We're going to call this the, I don't know, the hippie poncho. I don't know. We'll come up with something. But anyway, I'm going to go make this. I want to show it to you, and I'll be right back. And hopefully you'll have as much fun doing this as I do. This is just a really fun project to do. We'll call it the summer concert wrap. That's what we'll call it. Summer concert wrap. All right, see you in a few. I'll be back. Back to sewing. I love sewing. How can you not love sewing? This is so much fun. So this is the difference. The reason I wanted to do 2 is I really wanted you to see the difference between what that wider fabric does. So because the first fabric I used was 56 inches and this one was 60, plus I added the 4 inches of lace on each. So we went from 56 to quite a bit wider. We went from to 68, almost 70. And so what it does is it creates the hem to be more asymmetric. I still only did 2 seams. Boom, boom. Those will make the armholes. And what you notice is when you put your arms down, it all stays together. It doesn't open up. There's actually, no side seam, but it stays together. Again, I did a little belt in the front. I did the fold over elastic. Those are all optional. I just love it. I just love it. I just love the differences you can create. So the whole goal is to just have so much fun with your fabric. Keep in mind you can use knits. It doesn't have to be a woven. And if I used a knit, I wouldn't have to finish any of the edges. I could just really keep it simple. Um, but the goal is happy, and there's no fit, no cup sizing, no full bust adjustment. Yay! Anyway, have fun. Happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns, and find that summer concert. There's so much fun to go to. Find a summer concert, make a little wrap, and go. Happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.